And I believe we'll start with Mr. Stone lead us in opening prayer.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, dear Heavenly Father, we pray for unity in our meeting today. Give us clarity as to what and good decisions for our city. Help us to be creative problem solvers, and help us to find principles that we can agree upon and put into action. We ask you to bless our city staff and all our citizens that are here listening today. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, one indivisible, justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Okay. This time we move on to presentations. Presentation of a check to the city of Overton from Gene Kennan with the Public Services. Mr. Kennan?
Honorable Mayor, Council, and staff, I'm Gene Keenan with Republic Services. I've got some new faces, there's new faces in here. I just want to introduce myself. I've been here 30 years, taking care of Overton, and we donate this $1,000 a year for the fireworks. I don't know, I forgot how many years we've been doing it, but a long time anyway. I served on the Chamber of Commerce Board here for 10 years, involved in many projects in the past, and co-chaired the golf tournament 2 or 3 years, but anyway, I've been around Overton a long time, and just wanted to introduce myself. But also, I wanted to say how impressed I am that, I have 32 cities, and I go to council meetings every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday night somewhere, and they always have the Texas pledge up on the wall, and you don't have that, and everybody here knows the Texas pledge, and I'm so impressed with that. I had to learn it in 4-H, but you'd be surprised. Most people do not know that, so you should be proud that you know that. But anyway, I'm here to present this $1,000 check for the fireworks, and I guess I don't know who to give it to. I'm not going to give it to Blake. Give it to Mr.
Yeah, give him Blake.
Here. He's always willing to accept.
Easy.
He may get it eventually anyway.
All right, I'll give it to the mayor. I think it's safe that way. There you go. You're very welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, this time we'll go into public forum. Each individual will be allowed 3 minutes. Anyone wishing to speak on a proposed agenda item, must complete a speaker card with his or her name and address, and must identify the agenda item which she would like to speak. A speaker card must be presented to Lisa Humus, interim city secretary, prior to the meeting, that the speaker may be recognized by the chair at the appropriate time. Speakers will each be allowed 3 minutes time period to provide comment regarding the posted agenda item on for which the request to speak was submitted, and may speak before or during the council's consideration of the agenda item. Please be advised, but by law, the city council may not respond to any comments or questions asked by them by the speaker for items not listed on the agenda. Any response by a member of the city council or staff is limited to Texas law or statement of specific factual information or recitation of existing policy or proposal to place a subject agenda on future council meeting. We have one by, is that Alicia? Would you like to come forward? I think you were gonna just introduce yourself and all.
Yes, I don't need 3 minutes. My name is Alicia. I just opened up the Yummy Yummy.
Why don't you take the mic here so the texting, so the council can listen to you.
Hello, nice to meet everybody. My name is Alicia. I just opened up the Yummy Yummy spot, and I just wanted to introduce myself to everyone and let y'all know that we're open. We're looking forward to our grand opening from the city.
Okay,
That's all.
That's across from the post office.
Yeah.
Yep.
across from the post office.
welcome to the community.
Thank
Consent agenda has non-controversial routine items, and all we have on the consent agenda is the minutes from the previous meeting. meeting. What is the wishes of the council?
Motion to approve.
Second.
A motion second, any discussion? All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Okay, motion passes 5-0. Public hearing. Community development cases, council will not be seated as a zoning board of adjustment. Put the time down on that. 7:08. Public hearing, open public hearing, the city of Overton Council is seated as a zoning board of adjustments and will hold public hearing June 15, 2023 at 7 p.m. at the City Hall Council Chambers located at 1200 South Commerce Street, Overton, Texas, for the consideration of Juan Gonzalez request for a replat of partial ID 75193 to the City of Overton, to the City of Overton zoning ordinance regulations. Specifically, the applicant is seeking to replat in a single-family residential zoning district within the boundaries of North Commerce Street, Elm Street, North Rush Street, and Cruz Street. The replat proposal is to take one lot, split it into 16 lots. The subject property is 3.56 acre tract of land legally described as PT lot 3, block 22, regional AB 557 JT McDonald survey, abstract number 859, Old Waters survey from GO 3600-1170 in Russ County Appraisal District, Russ County, Texas. At this time, we'll have the applicant's presentation. Mr. Gonzalez here. Would you like to speak, sir?
Unless y'all have any questions, for me.
Do you have any questions for him?
This is what, like a 3 acre tract, and you're gonna put in 16 new houses, correct?
That's correct.
This is, are y'all familiar with where this is at?
Very end of Commerce.
You know
Take a
where
right.
if you go through the four-way stop, and you go to the next stop sign, you keep going straight past Bill and Shirley Davis down there. And right when you pass their house, before you get to the trailer park down there, it's on the right. It's a wooded lot, been there for a long time, and you go down there and take another right, and you go down and take another right on Rush Street, and it's that whole block right there. And he's gonna come in there and clear it, build brand new houses, and, probably gonna expect the city to put a new street in, or, help him sell the lots. Houses, not lots, houses.
Yeah, the other side of that back street, what is that?
I would
Is
call
it-
it Davis
is it-
Street, cause that, or maybe not Davis, but,
Cruise.
Northwest?
well,
Okay,
yeah, Cruz.
one of them's pretty bad, yeah.
No,
Is this the property that's across from,
It's,
where it faces the railroad and?
it's the last railroad crossing.
Trailer park?
yes.
It's the last railroad crossing down there.
Right there on the right, go ahead, it makes it a block.
You have any questions?
Do you have any pictures?
They're in your packet, I think,
Pictures.
somewhere.
You've got
We didn't.
Art,
Page,
Group, and White House, and Tower.
Pictures of what we've done or the development itself?
Yes.
I don't have any with me, no, sir.
Page 22 is an outline
I
of,
think he wants pictures.
you got a bunch of pictures, there's a, page 20, I numbered pages, is what the lots are gonna look like, page will look like that.
I think he was just looking at it right there, big old flat of it right there.
Yeah, big, big, big
It's the
flat.
same.
As far as the houses, it's gonna be small brick houses with, vinyl siding on part of it, one-car garages.
Well, it depends on what we can do. We have to look at
With
what the
the-
market will bear, whether
Yeah,
there will be
right.
1 or 2 car garages.
Have you come?
Do these homes meet the qualification for the, square footage of the lots?
Your mic on, David.
What?
Yes.
It may not right now. What's the square footage of the lots?
Is this what you put in the other day?
Yes. Which I think all these lots are big enough. These are gonna be over 1,000 square foot
Yeah.
houses, so
the lots are gonna be over, they may be a little, well, I think one's a little under 6,000, the rest are gonna be a little over 6,000. So it would meet that requirement.
Is this what I see in the open code, is that lots, minimum square feet, 1,000, and lots have to be at least 6,000?
Yeah, and I,
That's what I'm asking.
We will be over 1,000 square feet, definitely.
And the
Heating
lot,
and
the lot size would be 6,000?
I believe whatever the ordinance was, we met that,
Okay.
that
Okay.
size.
That's what I,
Okay.
that's what I was
Okay.
asking.
and we've been advised to put that on the agenda, try to do something with that.
Quick question, will these be energy efficient homes?
Yes, sir, they will be. Yeah.
Insulated windows, R
Yes.
factor,
Low E windows, argon, gas, vinyl windows. We do optimum insulation on the walls, 12 to 14 inches of loose fill in the ceilings, and then 3.5-inch pad insulation interior walls.
Where all of you built houses at?
We've done some in Lindale, some in Troop, and most of them have been in Park.
Okay. Seems a lot of those in Arkansas. Okay.
The ones I've seen in Ark, nice looking houses.
Yeah, they are. Got any questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We do have two letters of opposition. One of them is in your packet. Page 25, if you numbered your pages. Basically, if you read what that person wants, they don't want any houses built around the area, period. They don't want any growth.
What was that?
Page 25 in the packet, right behind. It's on, page 25. It says, we do not want any builders or rentals in front or back of anything that will cause theft or drugs, around us in any kind.
Signed
Or
Larry
the
Dowd.
grandkid. That's one. And Lisa just handed me another opposition and it's very much like it. It says, we love the rural feel of our neighborhood, would not like more traffic. So basically, they're just general opposition. They're not opposition to that home or whatever type of homes or anything. So, I mean, that's,
Maybe they wanna start paying more taxes.
there you go. So, I mean, that's the only two, y'all saw how many, I think y'all had this list in your packet. How many, and so they're only, and like I say, she just got this one in today, yesterday.
Where do you see that at? I don't find it nowhere.
What?
I can't find it nowhere in my.
It's
Look
on
on the
the,
back.
it's pages 6 is, there, past there. Yeah, that's the one, that's one I'm right there. And you turn it, flip it up, and it should tell you the other side of it, on the back of it, right there. So basically, general opposition is not against the builder, it's just they don't want any more traffic, they don't want anything built around it, period.
This other person here, there's no name though, so tell us who it is.
So, Mayor, I'm sorry, Chris, Mayor, if I could just jump in here real quick.
Yes, sir.
So, we may all be aware of this, but under the platting and replatting rules in state of Texas, if a replat or a plat meets all of our platting and zoning requirements, then we don't have any discretion to deny it.
Okay.
So, we have three options with a plat. If it meets all of our zoning requirements and our platting requirements, we are bound by law to approve it. If it doesn't, we can approve it with conditions, so that they have to meet those conditions. Or, if it doesn't meet our, legal requirements by code, we can disapprove it with an explanation, and then they can come back and address those concerns. So those are the only three options we have on plat or replat. So if this one checks all of our zoning and platting requirements, we really don't have much discretion to deny it. Motion to approve.
Thank you for qualifying that, Lloyd. Sure. Appreciate it.
You can't do that yet.
And what Juan put in there is
Wait
much
until
better
we
than
can
what
do city
I've seen around the local neighborhood there.
Oh, come in. Okay.
We don't have anybody speaking to the public hearing, so, we'll close the public hearing at 7:16.
Where's that second? Oh, I see.
She just handed it to me just a minute ago, she just.
Which is
had one copy, right here.
Can I read it?
Yeah. They don't want any traffic. They don't want any growth. Okay. Statutory agenda item, business, number 8. Discuss and or act on planning and zoning board's recommendation for replat of 3.56 acres of land legally described, block 3, block 22, original AB 557 JT McDonald survey. AB 859 Water survey from Geo 3600-1100 in Russ County, Texas.
Motion to approve.
Again.
A motion second to approve. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 5-0. Consider an act on the recommendation by Engineering Design Solutions LLC to award the American Rescue Plan ARPA funds and well number 5 ground storage tank rehabilitation project contract to East Texas Industrial in the amount of $66,700. Jason, you came, so I guess you would like to speak some, if you'd like to.
Yes, sir.
This is Jason Brown, our engineer.
Yes, sir. Mayor, I've spoken with the references. The contractor is reputable and he's ready to get started. And I've given you a letter to recommend him. So if y'all have any questions, I'm glad to answer.
That's the same contractor that met us here and lives in Chapel Hill.
Yes, sir.
Everything checked out good on him.
Yes, sir.
Good deal.
We have, what, 14 bids on, 14 bids on
14
that?
different
The-
contractors turned in.
Yeah, and these were there were only 2 of them down low like that, another one was 69 or something, I can't remember now. Next also,
Yes, sir.
all the way up to 200 and done.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions? What's the wishes of the body? All you're approving is, the low bid, which is East Texas Industrial, is what you're approving.
Motion to approve. Second.
We have a motion, second, any discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Thank you. Motion passes 5-0. Thank you, Jason, for coming.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Consider an act on, for the city ARP management. Grant Works is currently contracted, contract number ARP, Texas 21-177 for the first half of the funds. If the city is agreeable, we could offer a change order for $10,000 to manage the entire grant. New total would be $29,900. Overall, we got the second half of the ARPA funds, and basically they're saying whereas they did the first half for 19,000, I guess 19,900, they'll just do the other still 300,000, isn't it? Huh? 310,000, but they'll do the other 310,000 for just 10,000 more, if you want to keep them, so. Vote yes or no, or whatever you want to do. You're just approving them continuing on with us.
Motion to approve.
The motion second, any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 5-0. Consider an act to approve the emergency purchase of one Kubota KX0575R1A. Oh, it's a pretty looking machine. Mini excavator for approximately $75,000 to be purchased with ARPA funds.
May I say something?
Yes, sir.
Now, this has already come before council to be, and y'all did approve it. This is just ARPA's, grant works. They're wanting you to, they want to know, they want to have approval in the minutes. So this is something you've already approved, it's just something Works is requiring, to move forward with ARPA funds paid for.
I'll make the motion approved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I got a question.
Yes.
This is not tax dollars. This is for the grants.
Right, if you approve, if y'all approve this, this is from our FAR grant. If you don't approve this, we need to go up on the taxes, so we'll get enough money to pay for it.
Thank you. That cleared it up.
Any other discussion?
But you already approved it once.
All those in favor, raise your right hand. Any opposed, like sign. Motion passes 5-0. Consider an action to approve elevated storage tank rehab project proposal for professional services with engineering design solutions in the amount not to exceed $18,750. And Jason Brown will be the engineer handling that.
Not on this.
So,
This is the, did I just understand you said trash?
no, this is the number 5.
Oh, number 5, I'm sorry.
Jason Brown will be handling this. I
Okay,
believe also, we checked it out with ARPA and, found out we didn't have to bid out for another engineer. If we were happy with the same engineer, we could use, Jason Brown doing well 5 and the elevated storage tank. When this will be done, we don't know. He's already given us a timesheet on it, but let's get well 5 behind us first. So,
I'll make the motion approved.
Second.
have a motion second, any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, like sign, motion passes 5-0. Now discuss and take action on OMDD's recommendation for a trash compactor on Billy Moore Sewer Lift Station in the amount of $16,363. Don't have any pages in your pamphlet concerning this. This was just passed actually last night by OMDD. But it's something we need to have.
Motion to approve.
Second.
The motion second, any discussion?
Is this the one that's on,
Sir?
is this on the property, the prison property?
Right.
it is, yeah.
The one we've been having problems out of for a long time.
Yep.
You know how much lifetime we're getting out of them now, or is it still the same as,
Out of lifetime out of what?
that?
It was broke down when I got here. So I heard I was told it was bought in 2003 and donated to the city, by the prison. And for some reason or other, the city accepted the prison's offer, but in return, they had to maintain it throughout the years, the city did, to take care of their trash. So, the city agreed to that. For some reason, I had, no one has showed me that contract. That's just all what they're telling me out there at Billy Max Moore. I can't believe that anyone with the city would actually do something like that, but we'll just have to handle that through legal issues as we go down the road.
And this is for repair, not for replacement.
No, yeah, replacement's way over $100,000, it's just strictly repair. And it's to keep the trash out of the system, to keep, the trash gets in this pump and it just burns it up, and then we have to get a transfer pump on there, and it costs us about $7,000 a month, and the prison won't pay for it. So what do? You gotta keep sewer running, so the taxpayers are paying for it again.
See, at one time, I thought we had 2 pumps, we were taking one out, just a while back. And in the ground, wherever, we had other ones big, we always had one, and,
Yeah.
but we hadn't seen another one laying around, or, you know.
Either way, it's costing you money. It's it's hard for me to fathom the deal that they would have ever made something like that kind of deal, but, we gotta do it right now, and then just hopefully we can take them to court and hopefully get things handled that way. You can't cut their water off because they're paying their water bill. As long as they're paying their water bill, you can't legally cut their water off, whether they pay all their other bills or not.
Any more discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Okay, motion passes 5-0. Discuss and take action on OMDD's recommendation to replace 2-inch water line and repair road patch on Mercer Street, local government code 12, section 505-154, 2 projects related to water supply facilities and water conservation programs. OMDD did vote to do this last night. I don't think we had an estimate on that, but they agreed to pay for it.
Yeah, we had an estimate. They agreed to pay up to $33,000.
That's right, 33,000, I can remember. You're right.
And, it's a rotten water line, just like throughout the rest of the city, and, just like what we're trying to do, is tackle one of these one at a time and get them replaced a little at a time.
What's the wish of the body?
Motion approved.
Second.
A motion, second. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 5-0. Okay, the next 4 motions are items are really just things we have to do each year, pertaining to elections, so they're just routine items. Approve an ordinance 2023-06, 15A, ordering a general and special election for the election to be held on November 7th, 2023.
Motion approved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 5-0. Consider and approve resolution 2023-06-15B, authorizing the mayor to sign the contract with Rusk County Elections for the November 7th, 2023 general and special election.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, raise your right hand. I'm not gonna ask for any discussion. Consider and approve resolution 2023-06-15C, authorizing the mayor to sign a contract with Smith County Elections for the November 7th, 2023 general and special election.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 5-0. And consider and approve action regarding a single notice of election posting in the newspapers, Tyler and Henderson, that would split the cost.
Motion approved.
Second.
Who's seconding? Did you, hey, you did give it a tuck. Okay. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 5-0. Discuss and take action on council approval to add Mott's Carry to the Overland Municipal Development District Board. Y'all have this application in your packet there, to look over it, so. What's the wish of the body?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 5-0. I knew you guys should go through this pretty quick. Sharon? I skip what? Number 7. Discussion OMDD's recommendation to replace 2-inch water line.
Oh, yeah. We got it.
No, he got it.
I got 5 over on that one. 13, discuss and take action on utility billing proposal concerning water bills that would reduce expenses associated with postage, printing, and other administrative costs, maintain a balanced budget, cover our operational costs, invest in ongoing improvements of our water infrastructure, save customer time, and provide less human error in paperwork. A, under that, if y'all want to break this down, we can, or we can do it all in one motion. However y'all want to discuss them, go and read them, handle how you want to. A, under that is have customers absorb 3.5% surcharge on credit and debit card processing transactions. Customer will still be able to pay their bills via check, cash without paying this surcharge, or automatic bank withdrawal also. Have customers pay 10% rate on late fees instead of $10 flat fee. Eliminate mailing of late water bills. Transition from paper-based billing to email billing and autograph in order to help preserve natural resources, reduce the environment impact associated with paper production, exposure leading to more efficient billing system. Increase the water cutoff fee from $25 to $30 and place a QR code on the back of the water bill. The QR code would keep them from having to go through Overton's whole system and take them straight to the water billing section.
Yeah, I say something, so here.
Yes.
The email, as far as the, paying, through email, you would save, it doesn't say that in here, I don't know why that's not here. But anyway, the customer would save $2 per bill. This is set up, Troop has this same system set up, it's been set up for 10 years. It's, city manager over Gene Cottle said it's been working fine for them. I don't necessarily agree with the 10% rate, however, it would save most of the people $2 or $3 that's late all the time. But where it would hurt is, in my opinion, if someone had a big bill and who knows what happened, you know, there's all kinds of excuses, but it could just, I mean, it could cripple somebody with that 10% on, you know, if you had a $1,000 water bill, you know, I mean, where they could have got a bill with $10 and then had to pay $100. I don't necessarily agree with that. This is just something we're proposing that Troop is doing, and has been working. We can fine tune it however we think we need to. By eliminating the, it says eliminate the mailing of late bills, yes, and that's what we intend to do. But you put down at the bottom in red, you know, the late date, the day your bills are late. So you know that's what that is. There's no sense in having to double mail all of that. Catherine done a lot of checking in on this, so she actually met with people in Troop and has talked with the post office. We're just trying to figure out ways to save some money, and doing this right here will save possibly a little over $30,000. But would you want to explain that?
Yes, well, because, so when we send out late postage bills, that's about $600 a month.
Can you come up here with
Yes. I don't have all my paperwork in front of me, but
Say 300 what?
300 for, is it 600 or 300?
so the
It's
billing
600
itself
main-
postage is
the
about
main bill.
$700
Yes,
a month.
right, for the
Late
main bill.
bills is $300 a month,
That's what I thought.
yes.
Did I tell
And
you
all
right?
of the credit card fees that have been charged, that the processing companies charge to process those, the city has been absorbing that cost all along. And it's about $2,800 a month in credit card fees that the city's been absorbing, that we've realized. And so just by taking a couple of these little things out, the city would be saving probably, I don't know, $3,000 a month.
And I don't know how,
A month, I mean, just in the late bills and the credit card fees alone. That's not even considering the 10% fee or the water increase cutoff fee to $30.
We was also wanting to charge a $5
Phone-
credit card transaction that's not in here. I don't know how all this is not where it's supposed
But
to be.
that's
No,
just saving it, save the
What?
city about $3,000 a month if we were to just incorporate a few of these little proposals. So
Is
that
there-
was my homework that I found.
But there was a $5 fee we want to
So
charge for
somebody
credit
that
card. and
comes
it's not
in
in
to-
here.
It wasn't for credit card, it was just for answering the phone.
No, it's for credit card.
Well, to
That's what it was
phone in
for.
your credit card, there's a phone fee for $5.
Yeah.
Just to take your payment over the phone plus that 3.5% fee that the credit card processing's charging. Because that frees up other people in the office to work on courts or other general duties rather than sit there and answer the phone all day, taking credit card payments when we're absorbing that 3.5% cost.
So we're asking for 3.5%. It's exactly what the credit card company charges us.
Yeah,
Plus
we're not
5%.
making- We're not making any
Or
money on
plus
those
$5.
fees.
Captain told me the average bill was about $65, so 3.5% would be $275. Added to that, on an average bill.
If you pay your bill though, you save $2. I don't know why this stuff isn't in here. How did it get not taken? How this,
I
this
took
was
that-
all in
I
writing.
took that $5.
You took that out without
I took
asking
that
me?
thing. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good communication skills.
The,
Hey,
And the QR code that I created, it's just a small little QR code that you can scan with your phone, and if you place that on the water bill, it takes you directly to the City of Overton's website, because there's a lot of people that get confused on how to find where to pay their bill online. And if we could just put that code on the top of the water bill, they could just scan it, and, I mean, it just makes life simpler, I think. I mean, but that was my proposal as far as working in the front for over a year in utilities and just trying to find ways to save the city money. So that's all I have. Do y'all have any other questions at all?
I apologize for this not being in there correctly. Council, for some reason or other, our mayor thought it was able to just take that out without putting all that information in there, without consulting with someone.
Anyone have any
Once
questions?
If we're doing a vote, then let's do it separate instead of all together, I think.
Sir, do it all together,
Separate.
separate?
But if the other information isn't in there,
Is the what? Sir? What were you asking, Chris?
if the other information isn't in there,
I can't believe the mayor did that.
maybe we should hold off on that. Hey, I don't know.
Just a second.
You do, and it's just gonna cost you more money. It's costing you, over $25,000 a year, just because of 3.5%.
No, I agree on the 3.5% because most, government entities, like, at the county, they charge
The
a
state,
surcharge.
the state don't require you to, but they highly advise you to.
Blake, is
So I
that
think we'd have two
legal or
options.
illegal, do we know?
No, I think what we need to do, we have two options. One, we can go ahead and approve what's on the agenda tonight, come back at the next meeting with the additional information and then approve that at that time. If we've got a workshop coming up, maybe we could add, a special meeting and add one item on the agenda and get it approved. So we could get the bulk of it done tonight and then add those additional items in the next meeting. Or we just table the whole discussion till the next meeting.
I would say since the mayor done what he done, just table the damn thing. I mean, my
Cost-
God, when you do
cost
something like this
recovery.
without talking to somebody to put it before everybody, just table it.
Cost recovery,
Maybe we need to discuss it.
cost recovery, the addition of $5 will help offset the expense related to dedicating employee time to process phone payments. This includes personal costs, administrative tasks, resource required to maintain dedicated phone service for bill payments. Add that $5 to 3.5% for bill pay, you're talking about $7.75 added for a $65 bill.
If you pay it on time, when you're supposed to, you won't have that added to it.
That will, if they answer the phone, they take a credit card over the phone, that's what I'm reading that to be, on
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Or
It'd be
come up there and
$7.
pay the bill, or pay it online, you'll save $2. You're not telling the whole story here.
I'm reading what was in the packet on page
Yeah, you-
79.
Minus the stuff you took out. If you'd have left it in
That's the
there,
only
it would
thing,
be there.
that's the only thing I took out was that $5 charge.
God almighty.
I thought it was ridiculous to charge somebody $5 for answering the phone.
All you gotta do is communicate.
What's the wishes of the body? Take it individually, full packet, table it.
I make a motion to table it.
We have a second.
Second.
A motion second, table till next meeting. Any discussion?
But if it costs the city, it ought to be a special call
All
meeting.
in- All in favor, please raise your right hand. Motion passes 5-0. Okay, down on the excused absences, the mayor to receive requests, if any, to relieve absence for the city council meeting, and the next meeting will be July 20th, 2023. And we'll probably have a workshop before 6:30. Any excuse? Okay. City administration services, city council to hear and act if necessary on the following items. These start in page 82 of the code enforcement. City manager report.
I don't have nothing to say.
Police department report.
You pretty much took all that away from me right there.
Police department report.
We're losing money.
If you'd like to introduce a new officer, pull that up out of there. Just pull the mic up out of it.
And hope we can do better than that. Oh, you gotta read.
Oh.
It's kinda unscrewed
Way you look like in church.
up. And I guess it just don't work. I'll buy y'all a new stand.
You'll
So,
have to.
first off, I would like to introduce, if y'all haven't met Chuck, come on up here, Officer McDonald and Officer Bennett. If any of y'all weren't here when Officer McDonald came in, he's our SRO, school resource officer. And then during the summer months, he comes back to us. That's why the school pays the 75% and we pay the 25%. So Officer McDonald, he and I worked together in Henderson for a long time. He's got about, 26 years? 26 years, he's getting old. David Bennett is our new officer. We actually lucked out here. I sponsored David through the academy. When did you start last? 22nd. Yeah, but the academy, when did it start? Yeah, last October. So we sponsored him with no promise to hire, because I didn't have a position at the time. We did. Well, we wound up with a position. So since we sponsored him, David did a little research on the department and the city and decided he wanted to work here. So we've got David Bennett. We'd like to welcome him. David's in training. He'll be in training for about 2.5 more months, and then he will go to shift. Night or days, not sure yet. We'll see. Welcome. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
On other related items, code enforcement is in full swing. He's out of town right now. He'll be back Saturday. I can tell y'all as of yet, and I know we were all worried about how we're gonna handle this, without making anybody mad, we've not had one complaint. So the PR skills are there. You'll see in your, I do believe you got a report on his progress for the month. And keep in mind, we're short on the PD side, so he's helping us as well. So out of 22 contacts just going up door to door, he's got 20 compliant people. The other 2 were out of town people. Ms. Cottle that owns the old apartment building down there on North Street. I actually spoke to her today. She called and she does have somebody scheduled to start getting that cleaned up and told me that she planned on selling that property. So she didn't have to mess with it. She's in Houston now. Also on the new building down there, the police department side is almost complete. So we've got the construction done. It looks good. We've got some cameras to add, things like that, some door locks. So we should be on schedule, moving, if everything else goes smoothly, probably within the next couple of months. If y'all remember, when we were considering moving to the old chamber building, there was $35,000 budgeted for capital outlay for construction. What we've done is just use that for the new building, since that didn't go through and y'all approved the move down there and acceptance of that building. We're not looking at having to spend $35,000. So the construction that we've completed thus far is gonna run us between $14,000 and $15,000. And then, so we'll have to use a little bit more than that, but I'm figuring between 20 and 25 to be fair, to come out with it, with everything. And we should be set up real nice. It is looking good. If y'all get an opportunity, I'll be glad to meet any of y'all down there anytime during work hours. I'll come for you, my boss. Just let me know. If y'all want to take a look at it, it's down there.
I like the way James has been approaching the people, talking to them before he sends out letters or anything like that. He was telling me the other day, he said, it's getting interesting to get to know these people. He said, talk to one from Oregon, he said Wisconsin and California.
Oh, yeah,
And he's asking, how do you find Overton?
We've got people here, living here now from everywhere. And what we're doing different than was being done before, and I love it for the public relations aspect of it, is they don't get a letter until we talk to them. So one of the things that he does, he has to come in on a Saturday to make contact with our public because they're working during the weekday. Then that's what we do. But we want to see them face to face and, be a person to them, help them if we can, not just send them a letter in the mail saying, hey, if you don't get your stuff done, you're gonna have to pay a big fine. But they may not be capable of doing that. So if they're not, we want to help them out. We'll get the mayor to go mow it.
Hey, Public Works Department report. Chris's EMS, I believe that was put in your spot a little bit later. Got those to look over. I believe anybody up here in them. Mine was laid off the side. Did
It was
everyone get
new, we
one?
just got it today.
I think everyone got one. Then volunteer fire department report. Nikki?
Okay, make sure everybody hear me. Can you hear me?
Use the mic.
Okay.
You just
Pick it up.
Pick it up out of the mouth, pick it up out of the hole.
Okay, month of May, we had one structure fire, 2 public utilities and 2 other calls, 9 first responders. We had 21 total man hours responding, total man hours in training was 38, total number run in the Overton Fire District, 14. Total man hours training and fire calls 59, total number of members was 20. Calls out in Russell County. 1 structure fire, 1 public utility, 1 other, 3 first responders, 1 vehicle accident. At 13.5 hours, total hours responding, total hours in training is 38. That 7 runs out of Rush County, 51.5 hours training and calls. Total number of members is still 20. We got a couple more people want to come on. We just got to through the application. Still got a double cab pumper. It's got to go back to 5th Martin when they get the parts. I've been told Katie on me and I've been. So, can't do the truck. So, they may have to fabricate some things. But like I told the city manager and the mayor, the truck don't have like a little over 8,000 miles on it, and 130 some working hours on it. But it's still a good truck. It may just need replumbed. The tank truck come back, went got it to 5th Martin. They pulled the axles out of it, burned all the fluid out of the rim, no metal, put it back together, burned up the whole tank of diesel, tried to make the pipe and lock up, they never could, so I went and got the truck, drove it back 60 miles an hour and had no trouble with it. But the truck has a 5-year warranty through the Freightliner. So as long as it's got that 5-year warranty, we're probably in pretty good shape. Or I could do like my 18 wheeler I had one time, no, had it once a day, the day before. Hopefully not. That's where we stand.
Thank you, Mickey. Municipal court report.
So the court, just for May alone, is sitting at, you had it in your packet, in there, sitting right at 13,000 just for the month of May itself. That's just officer citations, city ordinance violations, just usual stuff, just people are being more adamant about coming in and taking care of all of their citations, and the court's making money. It's good.
Thank you, Kathy. Financial report.
Since I wore y'all out earlier, you have the bank statement in your packet, you have the approved expenses in your packet. The only thing I'd like to add is that the sales tax that is came in at a deposit of $44,211. The sales tax income is not count. Part of that will go out to the OEDC, but the remainder will be ours to keep.
Questions for Kathy, for Connie? Okay, convene to executive session. The Oakland City Council will convene to executive session, discuss the following matters as authorized by 551074, the Texas Government Code regarding personnel matters, including employment, evaluation, reassignment duties, discipline or dismissal of public officer or employee. Under A is interim city secretary of finance, Connie Chester. This time it's 8:56. Go in.
7:56.
7:56, right.